It's the last show of the holiday season, so I'm glad you're with me tonight because we'll be able to check off all the people on your list that you've been waiting for and you're not quite sure of because we've got phenomenal pieces. Before I tell you about them, I want to make sure that Facebook is kicked in because it does take some time. Every week we go through this, and those of you who have been with me before, you know that this is exactly the way it goes. Actually, any of you have been shopping before in any of these kind of live stream shopping platforms, you know that this is exactly the way this works. Facebook lags. Anyway, it looks like it's working, which is a wonderful thing, and I have a great show for you. It is the last show of the season. I'm Michael O'Connor, and I'm doing this show for Carroll's Jewelers, and I have to tell you every week that I am being compensated to do this. But you are going to see some amazing pieces tonight. We have all kinds of pieces, all the way from modern pieces, we've got vintage pieces, we've got one piece that is a thank you, Luke. Luke said, hello, everybody, and happy birthday. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about this platform, but we have this one piece that is vintage, and it is an estate piece, pre-owned, pre-loved, and it is phenomenal. But anyway, let me tell you a little bit about the platform. If you're watching me, because people are watching from all different places. So if you're watching me on Instagram, above my head is a code. If you put that code into the chat function, you will get a direct message or a DM directly from them, and that will bring up everything in the show. If you are watching me on Facebook, you're going to see, or if you're watching me on this kind of platform, you're going to see a bunch of icons down the side. They do a number of things. There's the heart button, which is at the top, and that heart button allows you to kind of give your opinion in a soft way. So if you like something I'm saying, if you like one of the pieces, hit that heart button and I'll know you're out there. Next down from that is the shop button. The shop button is something that you do not want to live without, because if I'm going too fast, if I'm going too slow, you have the opportunity to see everything in the show. As I talk about things, they are going to appear above my head, and I'm going to put the first piece up right now, because when it is above my head, what that means is that you'll be able to click on it and find out all the information that, thank you, Leslie. Leslie says, happy birthday. I appreciate that. It is my birthday, by the way, in case you didn't realize that with the teaser post about the show. So you're going to be able to click on this icon that's above my head, and literally that page is going to come up and you'll be able to see everything that is there. The next down is 3 little dots, and those 3 little dots mean that you can share this with your friends. Now, who does not like a deal that is shared by their friends? So if you want to be the best friend to anybody, here's what you do. Click those 3 little dots, and you can share this live stream to your friends, and they'll be like, Leslie, for example, just did me a favor. She's tuning me into all of these great deals. And finally, like Leslie, if you'd like to chat with us, you can do so. At the bottom, there is a comment section. All you need to do is put in your name, and I would love to know where you're writing in from. Thank you for whoever is sending me those hearts. And so just to put in your name, and you'll be able to have a chat just like Luke chatted to you and said happy birthday to me, and just like Leslie said happy birthday to me. Anyway, let's get started with the show. We've got a great show tonight with some wonderful pieces. So first off, is this piece that is above my head. Oh no, I didn't tell you a couple of things. So I should tell you, if you are not familiar for some reason with Carroll's Jewelers, you should know that this is a company that is that steadfast jeweler, the jeweler that's been with us literally for over a century. It is a small business, it's a family-owned business, and it has been in the family for generations. So if you are buying something from Carroll's Jewelers, you're not only getting that high quality, that high courtesy, that high level of service that you expect from those high-quality jewelers, you are doing something for a small business, and also this company is around for a century. They stand behind everything that they do. And they have been on the main street of Fort Lauderdale, Las Olas Boulevard for over 60 years. So you're dealing with a company that is extremely reputable. And if I show things in the show and you want to know more information, simply contact Carroll's Jewelers. You can do so literally by clicking the link that's in the bottom. It will bring you to the page, but there will be a way for you to get in contact with Carroll's Jewelers. So now, let's talk about the very first piece. This is an amazing piece. Now, so many people forget about the guys on their list. So this would be, I'm not saying that this is a guy's piece specifically, but so many people forget about the guys, and this would be a perfect gift for the man in your life, that person who's a little bit harder to buy for. You know, all the guys are wearing these chains, all of the sports players, all of the musicians, everybody's wearing these really phenomenal chains, and this is a truly amazing, amazing piece. This is item number 446-11, and what you're looking at here is stainless steel. It has black over the top here, and then gold, 14 karat gold. This is a Figueroa style. The length on this chain is 24 inches. So it is a beautiful chain. Look how nice it picks up. It's really something that's going to stand up against these really dark colors. It's going to be perfect against the skin. 24 inches. Look at this lobster claw clasp. There is going to be no problem getting this on and off. It's going to be a simple procedure. Just simply undo it, clasp it back in. And if you said to yourself, you know what, I do love the chain, but it's a little long for me, one of the benefits of this is the fact that you can actually take this lobster claw clasp and you can do it into any of the links that are here. So you can really create your own length. On its own, it is 24 inches. Now, I want to tell you a little bit more about this. Again, that classic Figueroa style that everybody really loves. The clasp actually works in tandem with it because it is slightly twisted, so it allows for that chain to fit flat and sit flat up against your skin, up against your body. Look at how beautiful this chain is. It is truly, truly that classic look, but it's really kicked up a notch when it comes to a style perspective. The price on this chain is $89.99. This is that quintessential fashion element. If you were looking to get something, a gift for somebody who is maybe a little rougher on their jewelry, stainless steel is going to stand up. If you're looking for somebody to give somebody a gift that is fashionable, the gold and the black are extremely fashionable and extremely high-end. A lot of high-end retailers are doing this style. A lot of high-end manufacturers are doing this style. This is going to be something that is going to work literally for everybody on your list. And for under $100, $89.99 gets this home. Again, it is 24 inches in length. And it is truly one of those pieces that no matter what you're wearing, this is going to be the standout piece to it. Now, I want to bring in the next piece that I'm going to show you. I'm going to put this down and talk about the next piece, but I'm going to show you why, and you'll actually understand. It doesn't take brain science here. So here you go. So the next piece I'm bringing in, again, perfect for the guys on your list. Perfect. I love whoever is sending me those hearts. It really is an incredible piece. Look at this. This is why I wanted to bring this in while I was talking about the chain. This is the matching bracelet. I have to put this down for 1 second because I only have 2 hands and I need to kind of manipulate this so that you can see everything. So this piece, the bracelet that I'm talking about now, is 8.5 inches. The item number is 446-10. The price on this is $59.99. It is 8.5 inches. And again, that same beautiful lobster claw clasp. The 8.5 inches means that it's going to be something that is going to fit on a larger wrist. I know so many people, it's going to be extremely easy to do. Let me show you how to do this. Actually, it's kind of hard to do backwards, but I'm sure that I will be able to get it. There you go. Very easy to do. So if you are somebody who has a little more difficulty getting things on and off, this is going to be really easy for you to do. Now I wanted to show you that, but I also wanted to show you that if you wanted to put this together with this chain, you could actually do this. These are the same gauge, they are the same length. So if you wanted to put this together and create one long piece, that would give you a piece that would be a necklace that would be 32.5 inches. So 8.5 for the bracelet, and then it is 24 for the necklace. So if you put them together, that's 32.5 inches. So you would have something very, very long, very fashionable, and very dramatic. Now, the bracelet on its own is $59.99. The necklace on its own is $89.99. That is a total price of $149.98. However, this evening, if you decide to take both of these pieces, what you should know is that this is a set of $120. So you can, I'm going to take this down and I'm going to show you, we kind of classified it as the third item. Here we go. Okay, so if you want to take advantage of that special price, that price of both of them for $120, remember, you have a bracelet here. That bracelet is $59.99. The necklace is $89.99. Together, that is normally $149.98. If you put them together and you decide that you want both of these together, click the icon. It will take you to that page, and what you will get is both of these for $120. This gives you maximum flexibility because it allows you to wear the chain by itself at 24 inches. It allows you to wear the bracelet by itself at 8.5 inches, or it allows you to put them together and wear 32.5 inches of this gorgeous, fashionable, very high-end designer look. The Figueroa link has been around for so many years. It's something that is just such a classic in chains. The Italians really perfected this kind of whole look. And what you're getting here is that classic look. But because this is stainless steel, and because you see black over the top of the stainless steel and gold plated over top of the stainless steel, you are getting something that is durable, you're getting something that is versatile, you're getting something that is going to last for a lifetime. So this is really a beautiful combination. And again, that represents kind of like 20% off of the price if you were to buy them separately. That price, as I say, would be normally $149.98, but if you get them tonight and you click this icon here, it is $120. Remember, if I am going too slow, all you need to do is click the shop button and you can literally see everything that I have in the program. By the way, I didn't tell you some of the things that we have. And for Monica, if you are with us this week, Monica was with us last week and she had asked for a Star of David, and we have that coming up later on in the program. So stick with us. So last call on this. Again, this is normally $149.98, but you get both of them this evening for $120. And what you get here for that $120 would be this 24-inch chain. You would get this 8.5-inch bracelet that would be perfect. It makes a great combination. Or, as I said earlier, you can put them together and really create that really long piece. And again, because these do have that generous lobster claw clasp, you can literally put this into any of the links. So you can make this fit exactly the way you would like it to fit, which I think is really, really important. I'm going to move on to the next item now and take these down. So give me one moment to get organized. And then we are going to move to the next item. Now, I've had this style a couple of times. Everybody, I think, I think so many people, men and women, have the idea that what they would love to have for a holiday gift this year would be a diamond pair of earrings. 1 carat, as any of you know who have been looking at any of the fashion magazines, any of the bridal magazines, 1 carat seems to be the magic number. This is the carat weight that most people would love to have. You have 1 full carat total weight, so you have 50 points in either ear. That's a significant size. I'm going to put this up to my ear so you can actually see. Even from a distance, you can see that it really has a beautiful presence. It's not something that is diminutive. It is as classic gets. This is a pair of earrings that you put on, you never have to take off. This will be your staple piece. It's professional, it's highly fashionable. So if you want to create a wonderful impression in a meeting, or if you have someone on your list who is just going out into the workforce and really would love to have that professional pair of earrings that's going to take them anywhere, this pair of earrings is going to do that for you. Now, what you're looking at here are 1 full carat total weight of lab-grown diamonds. You're getting one half a carat in each ear. That is the 1 full carat total weight. And the price on this in the store is normally $597. This evening for this show, it is the last show before the holidays. So if you have someone on your list, this is the chance to get this. They are $597 in the store, $400 tonight. Hit that shop button. Carroll Jewelers has, they could probably get these in again before the holidays, but the reality is that if you want these, you should really grab them right now, because what will happen is that Carroll Jewelers will have to order them from their supplier. So it might take a couple of days to get in. By the way, if you are shopping for Christmas, anything that you look at in this show, as long as you order it before Sunday, it will go out Monday, which means you will have it for Christmas. So you have until Sunday to make up your mind. I don't want to twist your arm. What I'm trying to tell you is that these are truly a phenomenal deal. You get 1 full carat total weight in diamond earrings for $400. Now, I did tell you that these were lab grown, and if you are not familiar with lab grown, one of the things that you should know is these are diamonds. These are not diamond simulants. These are diamonds. These are not look like diamonds. These are diamonds. They are graded exactly the same way as diamonds. They are cut exactly the same way as diamonds. The only difference with lab-grown diamonds is that instead of being mined from the earth and pulled from the ground, they are created in a laboratory. What that means is that we're able to offer you great deals like this, $400 for 1 full carat of diamond earrings. I also want you to know that these have very, very good quality, very, very good color. I actually don't have that on my sheet. I should have spoken about that with Luke. So Luke, if you know what the quality and color of these is, if you could chime in, that would be really great. But again, what you're seeing here is lab-grown diamonds. The only difference from natural diamonds is the point of origin. They have not been mined out of the earth. They have been created in a lab. The benefit is that we can offer these kind of great deals. So for $400, you're getting 1 full carat. They are set into 14 karat white gold. I want to show you the setting here. This beautiful, what they call this a martini setting. And the reason they do is that this really looks like a martini glass. Okay, Luke said that the color is EF color. That is a colorless stone, and they are VS1 and VS2 in clarity. What that means is that there are slight inclusions, like all diamonds have, whether they are natural or whether they're lab grown. It means they have very slight inclusions. However, In a VS1, VS2 stone, you will not see that with your naked eye. If you take a loop, like a 10 power loop, you would probably be able to see something in the stone. You may not be able to, depending upon your level of whether you are trained to be a gemologist or whatever. But so what you're getting here are very good quality stones. As Luke pointed out, EF in color, VS1, VS2 in clarity. And I just want to show you the sparkle here. And again, do not forget, you are getting 1 full carat total weight of diamonds for $400 set in 14 karat white gold. The benefit of setting diamonds into white gold or a white metal is the fact that it really doesn't reflect into the gemstone. So the diamonds continue to be white without being tainted by any other color. The other thing is that 14 karat is one of the stronger carats of gold because there are some alloys mixed with it that give it some strength. So again, these are something that is going to be durable. This pair of earrings, if you know somebody who is, as I said, starting out on their career journey and wants to really present that very professional, polished look, how professional and polished would it be for them to show up with a real pair of gorgeous diamond earrings set in 14 karat white gold and 1 full carat total weight. It is something that I think every person has on their list, at least anyone who has a pierced ear. So these would be a great gift also for the men on your list. So many men have 2 piercings. A lot of women have more than 1 piercing. So if by chance she does have much larger earrings and she wants to use this in another piercing on the ear, absolutely possible to do. But do not mistake it and think that these are small in any way. These are a very nice size, very classic, and a beautiful size. They do have a butterfly back and a post, so they're going to be extremely comfortable and easy to put on. I do want you to see also that the post has a little bit of I don't know if you're going to be able to see it here. It has a little bit of a notch right here at the end. So when you put these butterfly backs on, these are going to be secure. And even if they did slide back, they would actually lock into place in that little bit of a notch. So you don't really have to worry so much about losing these, because I think it's going to be extremely secure and very, very comfortable. I want to show you this one last time and then we're going to move on. Julia says, happy birthday. Thank you, Julia. I appreciate that. Beautiful pair of earrings, 1 carat total weight, 50 points in each ear for $400. Hit that shop button now or click on the icon if you want to know anything more about this, or hit the shop button and literally find out anything that you want on this. Also, if you have a question, please put it into the chat. Luke is here. Luke Mormon is with, he is actually one of the proprietors of Carroll's Jewelers, so he will be able to answer some questions. If there is something that is not available on the website, or if I'm not able to answer it. One last time on this, item number 195295, $400 gets these home. In the store, they normally are $597, so that is 30% off that you're getting this evening if you get these this evening. And again, you have until Sunday to order, and if you do order them by Sunday, they are pretty much guaranteed for Christmas delivery. You should also know that anything in the show, if you are getting this as any of these pieces as a gift, and you're saying, well, you know what? Hey, haven't heard of Carroll's Jewelers before, don't know Michael very well, not sure what I'm getting into. I can assure you that if you see something you like and you take the opportunity and the chance on purchasing it, if you were to give it as a gift and someone would say, you know, not my thing, not my style, not exactly what Michael said, I really wish that it was something different, or not what I want. You have 60 days. So you have 60 days to return these. The only thing that you need to do is remember that it needs to be in its original condition, in its original packaging, and with its original tag on it. If you do those 3 things, no problem whatsoever. Last call on these for $400, 1 full carat total weight of gorgeous lab-grown diamond earrings. I'm going to take these down, and we are going to move on to the next pair. Now, I told you in the beginning of the show that we had some estate pieces. Thank you for whoever is sending me those hearts. So we have some estate pieces. This is the pair of earrings that caught my eye. It's continued to catch my eye every time I go into the store. And I think that you're going to see why. If you love that Hollywood glamour feel, that red carpet look, you really need to look no further than this pair of earrings. These are an estate pair of earrings. You are looking at tourmalines. You are looking at diamonds. You are looking at gold. And I'm going to take you on a little bit of a tour, but I want to give you a little bit of a close-up here so that you can see them. Now, these are item number 210227. In the store, they retail for $3,120. Tonight, if you want the glamour of Hollywood, if you want that really red carpet look, I have worked with celebrities for 30 years, and I'm going to tell you, when you see them on the red carpet, this is the type of earring that those celebrities wear. That gorgeous, gorgeous, really beautiful drops with a little bit of color. If you get these this evening, I told you, in the store, they go for $3,120. Tonight, they are $1,900. That is 39% off of the regular price. Now, what you're looking at here are tourmaline. Tourmaline comes in, if you've shopped at jewelry before, you know that tourmaline comes in a variety of different colors. Green happens to be one of the most classic colors for tourmaline. Usually the green has a really kind of an olivey hue to it. What you're looking at here is almost like a mint green, I don't even know, or like an emerald green, a beautiful light emerald green. What you're looking at are 2 carats 36 point of the tourmaline with diamonds here. I'm going to try to show you this really up close and personal. What you have here is almost 1 full carat total weight of diamonds. These are set into 14 karat white gold. As I said, these are vintage. These are an estate piece, so you're getting a phenomenal, phenomenal value. $3,120 in the store. Tonight's show, $1,900. That is 39% off. You're getting 2 carats, 36 points of tourmalines, and almost 1 full carat total weight of diamonds. If you were to wonder about the era of these, I would tell you from experience that these are probably late 40s or 50s in nature. I mean, don't hold me to that because I didn't, obviously test them. I don't really know, but I would tell you from an educated perspective that is what you are going to get. I'm going to show them. Look at these. They do have a definite left and right, but they are interchangeable. So for example, look, this little point comes up. This would be lovely looking like it came out of the ear, or it would be lovely looking like it goes up the ear. The great thing about the color of these tourmalines is that if you have blonde hair, this green is going to be specifically gorgeous. If you have dark hair, it's going to be very complimentary. If you have blue eyes, if you have green eyes, if you have hazel eyes, these are going to be a beautiful pair of earrings. Now, if you have someone on your list who really has been very good or very naughty, your choice, you could give this pair of earrings and literally watch their face light up. I want to give you a little bit of a measurement so that you can see how these drop. These are 1.5 inches up and down. They are at the widest point. Where is the widest point? At the widest point, they are approximately 1/2 inch wide. If I'm no, 1/2 inch wide. Yeah, 1/2 inch wide. So 1/2 inch wide by 1.5 inches drop. What that means to you from a style perspective is if you love the idea of that red carpet look, I always say that this dangle off of the ear is really something that is one of the staple pieces that every woman should have in their wardrobe. That dangle is going to be very beautiful, very flirtatious, very, very, very pretty. And the great thing is that when it hangs just off of the ear, that really helps frame the face. The jaw is the frame to the face, and this draws the eye up and really keeps that frame going. Look at the sparkle that you're getting out of this. Now, again, what you're looking at are tourmaline and diamonds set into white gold. $3,120 in the store and $1,900 this evening. I am going to tell you that if you really want to wow them, and I realize that this may be a considered purchase, but I actually also believe that if you go to purchase them, they have something, and don't quote me on this, Luke can chime in again here, but they have an affirm option or something that allows you to make it overpayment. Not sure, but Luke can confirm that. But if you really want that earring that's going to light up someone's life, that is really going to be that once in a lifetime, really red carpet look no further than this pair of earrings. $1,900 this evening, 39% off of the regular retail price of $3,120. Tourmaline and diamonds set into white gold. That phenomenal drama of the red carpet, that glamour of Hollywood, truly a beautiful piece. Don't forget about these. I am going to take this down though and move on to the next piece. You know, I would love to spend more time on a lot of these pieces, but unfortunately, what that means is that we will not get to everything. Okay, so we are right in the middle of Hanukkah tonight. And last week, Monica, if you're here, Monica had asked why there was no Star of David. So here is your Star of David. It is an incredible Star of David. It is a retail price of $454. Item number is 805-86. You're looking at approximately 20 points of diamonds here. You see one of the triangles, the top triangle has the diamonds, 20 points of diamonds. You've got about 20 diamonds in there. And then the other one is polished, high polished white gold. So it's really going to be incredibly beautiful. The chain on this is a 20-inch chain. What that means to you is that this is going to sit a little lower. So this would be a perfect gift for a man, perfect gift for a woman. It is going to sit a little lower. However, I want to show you that the bail here is a generous bail. If you wanted to put another type of chain through here, you could absolutely do this. Now I'm going to turn this around so you can see the front. Very up close. Look at that. Beautiful. 20 points of diamonds on the top half and highly polished on the bottom. Generous bail, 14 karat white gold, 20-inch chain. And I just love this chain because the chain itself has a little bit of sparkle to it. I think it's an incredibly beautiful piece. The Star of David obviously is the symbol for the Jewish religion and also for the state of Israel. It is something that we are right in the middle of Hanukkah. It is the perfect gift for somebody for Hanukkah. And again, if you get this and the person says, you know what, I really, that's not something that I wanted, you could absolutely return it. You have 60 days to do so. But this is truly, I think, an incredible star. It is that classic look, but it has, I think, a little bit more of a fashionability to it because it does have the diamonds. It's got a little bit of sparkle. And again, because it is on that 20-inch chain, perfect for a man, it's going to sit approximately here. And so it's going to sit a little bit deeper. But if you wanted to put this onto a shorter chain, absolutely no problem whatsoever. Again, the item number is 805-866. Sorry, hold on one sec. The star measures about ½ an inch wide, so it is a nice width. It measures approximately 7/8 with the bail, about 7/8 of an inch up and down. Not diminutive by any means. It's going to be something that is definitely going to make a beautiful statement. 20-inch chain, 14 karat white gold, beautiful white diamonds. These are natural diamonds, by the way. They have been mined out of the earth. And again, the price on this is $454. I am going to put this down and we're going to move on to the next piece. Whoops, I've got to put this down before I move to the next piece. Okay, so the next piece is a really, I think if you love the idea of those high-end designers, those Fifth Avenue designers that, you go by those stores and you sometimes are a little bit afraid to go into. This next piece is going to be the perfect mix of that high designer look without that high designer price. A lot of times, and fashionability, a lot of times when you look at pieces like this, they are in those high-end shops and literally they are almost unaffordable. This piece here is item number 600-1896. It has a retail price of $299. And when I said it mixes all of these wonderful things together, what you're getting is this paperclip chain. You are getting this kind of high-end designer toggle look. These are lab-grown diamonds here. It is sterling silver plated with 14 karat gold. It is a beautiful, beautiful look. It's a great piece because it is one of those pieces that gives you a tremendous amount of versatility. You're not only getting the fashionability of the paperclip, you're not only getting that designer feel of the toggle clasp, but the reality is that this actually has a clasp in the back. The toggle is strictly a decorative quality to it. Oftentimes, when you wear this toggle style, and it's a real toggle, what happens is that because the toggle tends to be a little bit heavier, sometimes this hangs down a bit. It doesn't always sit up against like it should. So the idea that this is really already pre-done for you, giving you that high designer look without the messiness of a true toggle clasp, and with the versatility of the ability to change the length. Again, paperclip style. You are getting lab-grown diamonds, sterling silver, plated with gold, $299. Now, it measures the way I have it right now, 16 inches. So it's going to sit right up here, that very, very classic look. However, that 16 inches then has a 2-inch extender, which means that you can wear this on the 17-inch or the 18-inch. Generous lobster claw clasp. Again, it's going to be very easy for you to do. And again, all you need to do is clip it into one of the links, whether you choose the 16-inch, 17-inch, or 18-inch. I love the way that it has that, even from here, when I move it like this, look at how it catches the light. It is such a high-end look without that high-end designer price. When you look for these in the stores, oftentimes pieces like these literally are well over $1,000. $299 gets this home. Sterling silver, it is a precious metal plated with gold. You are getting lab-grown diamonds here. You're getting that designer look, but you're also getting that without that messiness of actually having a toggle clasp. You're getting the versatility of having the ability to wear this in several different lengths. So you could wear it again on that 16-inch, that 17-inch, or that 18-inch length. So this is going to be a beautiful piece. If you love the idea of designers, do not miss out on this. This is, I think, be a great, great piece, especially for those younger people on your list, people who are really very, very high fashion, and they love their fashion, they love their jewelry. And this is really something that I think that so many people are going to love. Let's move on to the next piece right now, which is a pair of earrings that would go with this so incredibly perfect. So I'm going to put them together here for a second so that you can actually see, again, that high-end designer feel. Beautifully done. And I am going to put this down because we are going to literally focus on the earrings at this point. So these earrings are beautiful hoop earrings. Hoop earrings happen to be, I think, the workhorse of every woman's wardrobe. You put them in, you go to lunch, you go out to the gym, you go, whatever you do, these are going to work for you. What I absolutely love about this particular pair of hoop earrings is oftentimes, the hoops, you have to pull them apart in order to get in order to put the post into the tube. Excuse me. This is not something you need to do here. These have a saddle back, and I'm going to show this to you. I have to take this off here in order to show it to you. Probably the easiest pair of earrings to put on and off. You see this? This is actually the post. You're going to put this portion here through your piercing. You're going to slide this down into this almost like a little bit of an omega, and you are going to click it down. It's going to be secure and in place. Very easy to put on. You're not going to have to thread that post through the tube. This is going to be something that is going to be incredibly easy for you to wear. The earrings themselves are sterling silver. They are gold plated. I cannot get them back into the earring stand now. So that's why you see me struggling. It may be the fact that today is my birthday and I am a year older, and maybe I'm going blind. Could be. Anyway, what you're looking at here is gold plated over sterling silver. You have a beautiful sparkle here. What you're looking at here are cubic zirconia. The cubic zirconia have that gorgeous diamond appearance to it. They are simulated diamonds, not like the other earrings we were talking about. I was talking about lab-grown diamonds. These are diamonds. They are lab-grown. These are diamond simulants. Luke liked my joke about being old. So these are $150. They are item number 645-1336. They are 7/8 of an inch. I'm going to show this to you with a ruler. 7/8 of an inch in circumference. What that means to you is the drop. Let me see if I can show this to you. Here we go. That the drop on these is literally going to be just at that 3/4 inch length. They are going to literally sit right at the jawline, which you've heard me talk about so many times. It's an elegant look. I think it is not that classic, everybody has that hoop by now. But here you have this beautiful knot. It is that high-end designer feel. You've got a little bit of extra sparkle. It almost looks like there are two in one. So it really, see that look of two hoops in one? Actually, this is a good shot that you have right now. So there you see the stones, you see the two hoops. It's almost like one of them is stone crusted and the other one is polished. What you're looking at here again is sterling silver with gold plating. And again, an earring that is going to be that earring that you put on, you never ever have to worry about. You put this on, you go to lunch, it's going to be classic, it's going to be perfect. You go to a dinner, going to also be classic. You go to the gym, you're not too overdressed. So this is really going to be a great pair of earrings for somebody who really wants an earring that is going to be, again, the workhorse of their wardrobe, something they put on and they never ever have to think about it. I will tell you that the number of times that my sisters tell me that they put on a pair of earrings that are hoops and then all of a sudden they just forget about them because they go with everything. They are perfect for every occasion. They are going to be comfortable to wear. So this is exactly that style of earring. Not those big, wide hoops that are going to flip all over. These are going to be classic. You should also know that they have a nice amount of weight to them. Not too heavy, so they're going to be a nice feeling on your ear, that luxurious weight that you would want from a pair of earrings, but they are going to be something that is not going to be so heavy on your ear that is going to, at the end of the day, you're going to be like clutching your ear in pain. Very beautiful pair of earrings. And again, $150 gets this home. Don't miss out on this because it truly is, I think, a great pair of earrings. Click the shop button, see everything in the show. Click the icon here, and you can find out all of the information that you want. We don't have a lot of chatters tonight, by the way. So if you're not chatting, or if you're, actually, I should have told you this. that thank you for whoever is sending me those hearts. If you are chatting and you're chatting to me on my Facebook Live, sometimes I don't see those right away, so I will get to you after the show. I will not, I always try to answer everything. So anyway, I'm going to put these down and we are going to move to our next item, which is another absolute incredible beauty. So we're calling this a floral pendant, but to me, there is so much more meaning to this than just simply floral. You have 4 beautiful lab-grown diamonds here. It is a quatrefoil style. The item number here is 195374. And the retail price on this normally, if you were to look at this in the store, is $857. Tonight, there is 30% off of this. So that means that you are getting this home for $600. You have a total weight of 1/2 carat here. So you can see as I hold this up that it is going to be, I'm going to try to get as close, there you go, as close as possible. You've got 4 absolutely beautiful, large lab-grown diamonds around the outside and a smaller one in the center. Ben says that this is very pretty. I really do think so, Ben. If you've got someone on your list, this is the perfect gift for it, for that person. It's done in 14 karat white gold. These are all lab-grown diamonds, as I said. Now, lab-grown diamonds, remember, they are diamonds. They are graded like diamonds, they are cut like diamonds, they are treated like diamonds. The only point of difference is where they came from. They did not come from the earth, so they are not mined. They are grown in a lab. The benefit to you is you're getting, for $600, you're getting a beautiful pendant home that is going to be extremely pretty. Leslie also says that this is really pretty. It really, truly is. I love this quatrefoil style. If you've been looking at any of the fashion magazines, you know that that quatrefoil style is something that there is a very, very high-end Fifth Avenue jeweler. They've really kind of, that's their thing, is this the quatrefoil. The quatrefoil stands for so many different things. It could be almost like a Maltese cross. It could also stand for the 4 seasons. There's a lot of symbolism that says that it stands for the 4 seasons. If you're Christian, a lot of people believe that it is not only the sign of the cross, but it also stands for the 4 Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. So there is a tremendous amount of symbolism to it. It also has to do with wisdom, with knowledge, and all of those beautiful things so there's a lot of symbolism here. These are diamonds, as I said. They're lab-grown diamonds. 10 on a Mohs hardness scale. So this is something that is going to be literally with you for life. This is the kind of jewelry that you invest in and you pass on to future generations. This could be your signature piece and you're handing it down to your daughter, your granddaughter, that is going to stay with them for life, always be a memory of you. Is really a beautiful piece. It's also done on this beautiful box link chain, and I'm going to show, you can really see the sparkle here as I'm doing this, of the chain. Not only look at the diamond sparkle, but look at the chain. It is a box link chain. That box link gives you these 4 high polished edges, and it gives you that little bit of extra strength. The chain length here, and I want to show you this, is, whoops, here we go. The chain length here is 18 inches. Now, when it's fully done, sorry, it is 18 inches when it is fully extended. So when it is clasped here, it is an 18-inch chain. You have the ability to wear this as a 17-inch or a 16-inch. What that means to you is that when you are putting your wardrobe together, whether you decide to layer this and put this on and let this be something on the top, and maybe partner it with, I put it out of reach, or partner it with a longer piece around the outside and frame it there. Or if you wanted to literally wear this around the outside and then have something like the designer piece that I was showing you earlier sitting up around your neck, that's what this gives you the ability to do. The ability to change the length is going to be something that offers you a tremendous amount of versatility. Every time you buy a blouse or a shirt, I can assure you that none of those buttons are in exactly the same place. So a necklace that might sit perfectly on you with one blouse might be slightly covered up by your other blouse. So what this does, this ability to change the length of it gives you a tremendous amount of versatility. Don't forget, you're looking at 50 points of diamonds. These are also, when it comes to clarity, these are EF in color. So they are colorless. They are VS in quality. That means very slightly included, like all diamonds. They have their inclusions, but you will not be able to see these with the naked eye. These are going to be something that you would probably have to take a loop so that you could really see if you could really find them. That's how small the inclusions would be. A beautiful, beautiful gift for somebody, a beautiful self-purchase. 5 diamonds are here. Again, you've got ½ a carat total weight. It is done in 14 karat white gold. And you heard me say with the earrings, because these would be a perfect complement if you wanted to get somebody a beautiful set, that the beauty of having diamonds set into white like this is that the metal does not cast any of its own color into the diamonds. So they stay bright white, they stay sparkling, and they always stay beautiful. Again, you have diamonds here regularly priced $857 for tonight's show, or up until Sunday, because Sunday is the last day for you to make that orders and make sure that it gets there for the holidays. So up till Sunday, it is $600. You're getting diamonds, lab-grown diamonds. You're getting ½ a carat total weight. Beautiful 14 karat white gold chain. They are set into 14 karat white gold. I do want to show you the back. I always love to show you the back features. This is the back of the pendant. You can see that they're open so that all of those diamonds can catch the light from all of the different angles. That is the beauty of diamonds, is the fact that the way they play with the light. These are round, brilliant cut. What that means is that they are faceted in such a way that all of these small facets reflect off of each other and internally. And so what you do get is you get those little flashes on the top, and then you get all of that gorgeous color that a diamond would provide. I am going to put this down, and we're going to move on to the next item. So the next item is a beautiful ring. Let me just put this down 1 second. Now, if you love the idea of stacking, this ring is so incredibly beautiful. If you love the idea of fashion, this ring is so beautiful. This ring is black diamonds, is what you're seeing. Each of these black diamonds is done in a little bit of a mill grain bezel. That's giving it a slight vintage quality to it. These are black diamonds set into 14 karat yellow gold. The price here is $550. Now, you've got 21 points of diamonds. The ring is a size 7. If you wanted to have this size, Carroll's Jewelers could have this size for you, or they could order it in the size if they're out of this one particularly. Remember, so Sunday is the last day to order for the holidays. So if you wanted something like this, this would be a beautiful, beautiful piece, especially if you have someone on your list who loves the idea of stacking. I love that idea of stacking layers of different rings together. It gives you a beautiful, unique kind of feel. Thank you for whoever is sending those hearts. You've got 21 points of black diamonds. So what you should know about black diamonds is that black diamonds have such a beautiful, they are opaque. So what you're seeing here is you're seeing the reflection. They've got a highly reflective quality. They're a polycrystalline structure made of graphite and carbon. So, and you can see that. You can see the sparkle here. Jane says, Michael, in your personal opinion, is there an age-appropriate jewelry? Is is there age-appropriate jewelry for women? You know, that's a great question, Jane. I think that, like, there is always something, just like clothing, there are things that are more appropriate, or that are actually, appropriate isn't the proper word. Flattering, I think, would be the proper word. There are things that are flattering, and there are things that are not so flattering. As I've gotten older, I can't wear things that I could wear when I was younger. So I think that there are things that are more flattering. And I think that that's a better way to put it. But I do think that to some extent, we all have to have our own individual style. We have to really create a unique look. And that's one of the things that I love about styling people, is that you mix all of these disparate elements to somebody's personality. And no two people necessarily have the same type of personality. So different things will work. And something that might work on one 60-year-old, 70-year-old will not work on another 60-year-old, 70-year-old. So I think it's really a question of what's flattering. But that's a great question, something that really actually made me think, and I appreciate that. So last time on this is item number 130319. This is a size 7. What you're looking at is 21 points of beautiful black diamonds. As I said, this is a size 7. 14 karat yellow gold is the metal. I'm going to show this. If you are somebody who likes to stack, not going to sit up too high on the finger. Beautifully done on the back. You have 5 beautiful black diamonds here. Look at this. I think that this is truly a beautiful piece. Actually, I'm glad I took it off, because now you can see the reflective quality to them. I love black diamonds. I actually have quite a few in my collection. I think that this is truly a beautiful piece, done in 14 karat yellow gold. And again, black diamonds, 21 points, $550 this evening. Don't miss out on this. I am going to put this down, and we are going to move on to, I believe, our that can't be the last piece. Oh no, I have one more piece. Here it is. It doesn't seem, there it is. All of a sudden things jumped. I have another ring. So, and I didn't want to miss out on this, so I'm glad that we're gonna spend a couple of minutes on this. If you love that gorgeous, rich, beautiful purple color of amethyst, this is such a classic look. Leslie started to say something, but I think she hit the enter button too soon. So anyway, Leslie will probably finish her thought in a second. This is a beautiful amethyst ring. I'm going to show this to you from all angles. Set beautifully. It is set into sterling silver, and this is item number 200436. It is $218. This is a genuine amethyst set into sterling silver, a precious metal. It is a size 7. Again, you have until Sunday to order, and the reality is that Carroll's Jewelers could have this sized for you up until Sunday, and then it has to ship out in order to get there for Christmas. You also have, if you give this to somebody for a gift and they don't want it, you have 60 days to return it. Just remember that it needs to be in the original condition, with the original tag, and in the original packaging. The amethyst here, where is my ruler? The amethyst here measures 7/16 in 7/16 by 3/8. So it is a nice size amethyst, which would make it approximately 2.5 carats, a beautiful 2.5 carat. Amethyst is a member of the quartz family. It is also the birthstone for February. They also call it the bishop stone because some people say that it symbolizes Christ, but I just really absolutely love the color. It has that rich royal blue. It's people used to say that amethyst would bring you calmness. It would bring you awareness. The Greeks actually used to believe, and this is my favorite myth about amethyst, the Greeks used to believe that if you had an amethyst in your possession, it would prevent you from becoming inebriated. So I'm going out later tonight for my birthday, and I can assure you I'll have an amethyst in my pocket. Just kidding. Anyway, beautiful piece, $218, set into sterling silver. I do want to show this to you up close so that you can really see. Look at this the beautiful way. I love the way this is done in almost this crown-like setting. A beautiful, almost a vintage feel. The quartz has a nice refractive index to it. It is a stone that is 7 on the Mohs hardness scale, which means that it is going to be a durable stone, absolutely something that it would be suitable for wear every single day. And again, $218 gets this home. And if you want to know anything more about it, just click that icon over my head or hit the shop button. That is my show for this evening. We have reached 7 o'clock. This is going to be the last show of the year for me, but stay tuned in 2026. We will have more shows for you every Thursday night after the first part of the year, because obviously New Year's, like Christmas, falls on a Thursday, so nobody's going to watch me on Thursday if it's New Year's. But I do hope you'll come back and watch me in January when we resume the shows. Thank you for being here. I truly want to thank you for all of the birthday wishes that you sent me on my Facebook page, all of the comments that people have been making. Very, very generous. James, sorry to hear that I've enjoyed your show, and have a wonderful birthday. Thank you, Jane. Come back in January, because in January we're going to have more shows. It's just the end of the year, because I can't imagine you'll be wanting to watch me on New Year's Eve. And Luke says, thank you. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all of you. Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa. Whatever you're celebrating, make it wonderful, and wishing you all the